everybody. It is Monday, September 30th. I'm Maggie Flecknoe, and this is Houston Happens. I hope that you all had a great weekend and enjoyed the more fall-like weather. Now let's start the week off on a great note. Coming up on today's show, aren't you glad it's almost October? The matchup has been set, my friends, and we have a preview of the AL wildcard series between the Stros and Detroit Tigers. We also have a recap of yesterday's nail-biting Texans win against the Jacksonville Jags and how the Texans are prepping for the Bills coming to town. And on this motivational Monday, Texas K-12 teachers will soon have the opportunity to bring their dream classroom to life through Furniture Maker K1's third annual National Classroom Furniture Giveaway and Design Competition. We will, of course, share all of the details. And the beloved River Oaks Theater, a cherished Houston landmark since 1939. I'm so excited. We'll be reopening its doors this Thursday. Find out what will be gracing the silver screen. That and more is headed your way, so what do you say? Let's get this show started. And as always, we begin with today's top talkers. Well, world-renowned gymnast Simone Biles is adding entrepreneur to her list of many titles. The 27-year-old is opening a new restaurant called A Taste of Gold inside of Bush Intercontinental Airport right here in H-Town. The restaurant will celebrate Biles' global achievements with the menu featuring signature dishes and drinks by Dallas restaurateur Mark Brzezinski. A Taste of Gold is expected to open in 2025 near Gate A8 in Terminal A. Producer Bree, enter the chat with me, my friend. So my husband, Hefe, found this for us. I was like, wait, why would your first restaurant be in an airport?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, because Simone Biles, her name itself, because we were saying it, we were talking about it in the newsroom, how like people were saying, well, it is good for traffic, you know? But I'm just like, it's Simone Biles, her name alone.
And it's Terminal A. It's not even like the international terminal.
Well, I never flew, so I don't know what the terminals mean.
Wait, you've never been on a plane?
Yeah, no.
What?
Never been flued out, as they say.
You've never flown anywhere?
No.
You've never... Wait, what?
Yeah, I've always been on the ground.
Oh my gosh, Bree, we need to... I say we need the boss to pay for us to take you on your first plane trip.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. Like, yeah.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe you've never been on an airplane.
Come on.
Oh, your mic's cutting out, I think. Are you back? These stupid mics. I can't believe you've never been on an airplane, my friend. Well, that's the breaking news. Forget about the restaurant. I'm flipping out. Ba-bum.
Oh,
You've never
God,
been on
not flipping out.
I know you liked that one. Okay, so if you could fly anywhere, where would you fly?
Out the country, specifically Venice, Italy.
Okay, girl.
I've been there.
That's a long first plane ride.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's
Well,
pretty good.
I think we should put it out there.
Yes, speak it
gonna-
into existence.
Okay, I'll take you. I'll take you.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's go to our next top talker. This one, I was like, are you kidding me? An Alabama Crimson Tide football fan may have missed the sign while at the college game. Okay, during the pregame show, did you guys see this of the Alabama versus Ohio State game? This fan held up a sign stating his devotion to the college team by missing his wife having a baby.
My God.
Not everyone sided with the fan saying he shouldn't have missed the birth of his child. Hopefully he still had a marriage when he went back home. If Hefe ever did this, I mean, are you kidding me? Also, people were wondering, Bree, if this was fake.
I mean, is it fake? Because would you really miss your child being born into the world for a football game?
It's I mean, if they did, then there's something wrong with them.
Yeah, like, come on now.
I understand.
You can use that money for other things, like the child.
Well, it's not even the money. It's like, this is a once-in-a-lifetime thing. It's the most
Exactly.
miraculous event of your life.
It's not like she can just
No.
And do it all over again.
No, you can't. And you can't just exactly hold it in until after fourth quarter.
Once that baby is ready, it's,
Oh, trust me. And once the mama's ready, like when it was time for May, I was like, let's get this done.
Get it out. Hurry up.
3 pushes. That baby was out because mama was like, I can't handle this back labor anymore.
1, 2, 3, hut.
I know. And then Hefe cut the cord. Like, I couldn't imagine him not being by my side, and he would miss it for the world.
Yeah, I would have been like, you really missed us having a child for a game that you could watch on TV?
Yeah, no.
Watch the highlights after?
I honestly think that it might have been fake. I'm hoping. I'm just gonna hope for his sake. And for
it could be because they said, like, in the pregame show, they usually have, like, all the fans have signs up and then to make sure that they be on the air and things.
Yeah.
It could be fake. I don't know.
I don't know. Let's hope for the child's sake it was fake.
Yeah. Hopefully he still have a marriage.
Because also, like, being a parent is the most selfless thing. So, like, that's so selfish to be at a football game.
He said, I got a little bit time left. We'll be fine.
It's like, I'll be there after a couple of beers and then have you watch him.
Like, well, must be nice to have fun.
Yeah, exactly, as the mom's in labor. No, thank you. I don't know. So, yeah, we'll see about an update to that story for sure. All right, so, Bree, Friday... Last week was hard for me.
Yeah.
I had a double ear infection, you all. It wasn't contagious, but it messed with me. So Friday, I called Bree. My navigation took me, not to Rosenberg, it took me to Pearland to start. I called you and was like, oh my gosh, this has never happened.
Yeah. That's crazy, too.
I've covered the Fort Bend County Fair so many times. So then I hauled it. I didn't get a speeding ticket. I made it in time. I was already, like, out of it because of this medicine I was taking. Your ears, like, I mean, I was out of it. I did not feel very good. I get there. They had on the rundown for us that I may have to do an interview with someone with a turkey. Well, then when I got there, they told me, no, don't worry, you don't have to do something with the turkey. I was like, oh, thank goodness, I've already had a morning. Like, I barely got here. Well, then, as we moved, all of a sudden this woman shows up, not with just like a baby turkey, a 40-pounder.
Roll it, Charlie.
Roll that beautiful bean footage. Okay. Yeah. So here's she telling me that the turkey had its eye pecked out, so it was blind in one eye, and then just to pet it because it's really soft, and to trust her because she will help me. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, there. And I ran, and I, like, for a little bit, I just couldn't breathe. Like, my dad thought maybe you guys censored me because it was quiet, but, like, I legit couldn't breathe. And then my mom was horrified because I said that turkey's not blind. Because I feel like it saw me coming a mile away, Bree. Like, that was terrifying. And then what you didn't see is the turkey had projectile poo-poo. Okay, Bree.
Make sure we did not have that on the air.
Yeah, Beatrice was like, should I show it? Should I not? Oh, gosh. I mean, I told my mom and Hefe, Thanksgiving's canceled. Like, I have PTSD. And then everybody, did I tell you what happened, Bree?
What happened after?
The constable showed up to make sure everything was okay.
Not the police.
Watching the rabbit exhibit turned in their seats.
Oh my gosh.
I was so embarrassed, and I guess I was the talk of the Fort Bend County Fair.
Well, I mean, you were there, you was talking about it, so why not be part of the talk?
I mean, but
it may not be good, but
okay, what did you think? Because you know I'm terrified of birds.
It was when it happened, it came out of nowhere.
Right.
And it's the fact that you didn't even touch the turkey. Like you did not even touch a feather, and it went off.
I mean, and supposedly it's blind. If it was blind, and that was the blind side, it should not have seen me about to pet it.
Yeah, it might have felt you, because I know, like, usually you could feel some kind of presence near you.
So it sensed my incredible fear.
Yeah, possibly.
And then I almost lost an eyelash.
Oh my gosh.
And then I went on a ride by myself. And then right after this, we did a segment and there was a turkey leg. And I was like, too soon. Too soon.
Was.
Too soon.
It was too soon.
I just want you to know, I rested. I stayed home. I marked myself safe from the Fort Bend County Fair and stayed home the rest of the weekend.
At least you were safe.
I was
Nothing
safe.
happened.
Never a dull moment here on Houston Happens. Maybe I'll go viral. It's not the first time I've gone viral at a rodeo or a fair.
Why not? Bring the viewers here.
Google it, and you'll see what else has happened to me. All right, well, if that's not a tease, we have plenty of Houston Happens Editor Roy. Stick around. You never know what might happen. Okay, Bree, my producer, said I got this. You ready?
Yeah. I'm going to do it with you like I do with kids. You ready?
Welcome to the Laugh Zone.
Oh, this is no Stein. This is something else. Something evil. Something ugly.
Weeknights at 10 and 10:30 on CW 39 Houston.
New adventures, check. New possibilities, check. Now through Monday, check out the Rooms to Go Kids bed sale with amazing twin beds starting at $150. Save on stylish upholstered beds, twin bookcase beds in the coolest colors. So many great options on sale now. Plus, shop our exclusive Disney collection too. Need extra space? We've got you covered with bunk and loft beds like this. Don't wait. Get great styles and big savings. The Rooms to Go Kids bed sale ends Monday.
Hi, we're House Buyers, Houston's trusted cash home buyer.
Do you have a home that's costing you time and money?
Do you have a manufactured or mobile home?
Or maybe inheritance of land that you don't know what to do with?
For years, we've been the quickest solution to selling your property as is.
No matter what it looks like, we'll take it with no repairs and no fees. Give us a call. We'd love to see your house.
And close when you're ready. It's that easy.
Call 832-510-3100.
That's 510-3100.
Tomorrow, Tim Walz and J.D. Vance face off in the CBS Vice Presidential Debate simulcast. Then trust the only political team that will break it down with respect for all Americans. Debate Night in America, tomorrow at 7, 6 Central on News Nation.
A rich blend of Puerto Rican and Cuban elements, salsa has grown into a global phenomenon since its modest origins in 1970s New York City, where it was shaped by Latin American immigrants. Today, salsa has become famous in international competitions and dance floors worldwide. Celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month with a look at the diversity and wonder of this vibrant community all month long.
Brought to you by the College of Healthcare Professions.
The Snackster. The driver who eats on the go while behind the wheel. Until reality bites. Unfortunately, our Houston roads are filled with reckless drivers. But luckily, you are not alone. With over 60,000 happy clients and 50 years serving Houston, Attorney Steve Lee has your back. Call the leader. Talk to Attorney Steve Lee. 713-CALL-LEE.
CW39's lifestyle show, Houston Happens, highlights local businesses every day. Our team's ready to help you reach more customers and grow your revenue. We'd love to speak with you. Please scan the QR code or email hhsales@cw39.com today. They have comedy down to a science.
Honey, you've got Cheetos in your hair.
Thanks.
Weeknights at 6 and 6:30 on CW39 Houston.
Welcome back to Houston Happens. Let's talk some sports. The regular season finale between the Guardians and the Houston Astros, it was canceled yesterday after a very long delay. Well, with Houston set to open its AL wildcard series at home tomorrow, the game never started and was called following a 3-hour, 5-minute weather delay. The Astros did win the first 2 games. The American League wildcard series will start tomorrow, October 1st at the Juice Box. I'll be out there live. The Astros will face the Detroit Tigers in a 3-game series. First pitch is at 1:30 p.m. Orange are glad it's about to be October. Now to our Houston Texans, who, despite fumbling a punt, return early and committing 12 penalties. They got to work on that. Get the win against the Jaguars. It was a nail-biter. Our Texans hadn't scored in the second half and had punted on 5 straight possessions, but got one last chance to avoid being upset by Jacksonville. Quarterback C.J. Stroud threw for 345 yards and 2 TDs. The biggest play, though, happening in the last 18 seconds of the game when he threw a 1-yard pass, giving those Texans the 24-20 victory.
Offense came through at the end. Great game.
Go Texans! Texans won! They did their thing. CJ, the defense fought hard. You know, got working that running game. Hey, they did their thing, man. H-Town, baby. Let's get it. Let's get it.
H-Town, baby, let's get it. Up next for the Texans, this is a big game in my house. They play the Bills, the Buffalo Bills, on October 6th at noon at NRG Stadium.
Oh, yeah.
And Jonathan, my husband, is from Buffalo. That's his team.
Yeah.
They had a terrible loss last night. We will not talk about that, but they're coming to town.
So what happens at home? You guys have, like, is it become very tense?
It's not. Like, I support both. You know, really? I try to be Switzerland.
That's nice of you.
Yes.
Yeah, but inside, we know what you're wanting the result to be. Yeah, we know. Yeah. And
I grew up in Colorado, so the Broncos, so I have a lot. But we'll see. I mean, I am curious because Diggs is here now, so there's like, that's our grapes, and it's going to be a good game. We'll just put it at that.
By the way, I do feel, Sharon said last hour that she doesn't feel too bad for the Jags, but I have a little sympathy there.
Why?
No wins, right? Aren't they?
Who cares?
Oh, I guess not. All right.
Okay, they're big boys. They have big contracts and big money.
Well, you know, Florida, seeing... Let's try to segue over to...
okay, now I feel... Now you make me feel bad, like a bad person.
I want to paint the full picture, but yeah.
All right.
You know, Helene, it was
bad.
Devastating storm.
Yeah.
And now it's actually continuing to bring rain.
Yeah, like, that was a hard segue, my friend.
John. Yeah, I mean, it was about as good as I could... I'm like, I set up for Helene at the top. How am I going to transition?
I gotcha.
This storm is, we're continuing to see the death toll rise. I mean, this has just been an absolutely devastating storm. Billions of dollars in damage, and the rainfall totals, when you look back from the beginning of the storm, from the Florida Panhandle up through the Carolinas into Tennessee, you can see anywhere from 10 to 15 inches of rain fell with this storm. And Atlanta saw a record for that day, since the 1800s, almost 15 inches of rain fall in that part of Georgia. You can see satellite and radar as we kind of just shift over towards southeast Texas. There's a little moisture offshore, but nothing is going to be coming to fruition today in terms of any rain locally. However, tomorrow we have a rain chance in play, about a 10% risk of that. I'll show you that in a moment, but the watches and warnings, what you're seeing right here, this gray box, it's an air quality alert. So today, the air quality, for people who have any sort of asthma-related issues or the like, that would be a problem for you. Otherwise, it should be okay. But I say that, and this afternoon, it's going to be really hot. Yesterday was 95. The record for today is 95. And the forecast, 95. So we could break records or at least tie them this afternoon in Houston. We should be at 88 degrees. And we're not. We're not even close there for the high temperatures, at least in the forecast for you. Right now we're at 79, and look at the feels like temperature, 81, because the dew points have risen. And so it's going to feel like a very hot day today, this afternoon, expected for some of us here in southeast Texas. It should feel like it's in the mid to upper 90s. For your high temperatures, the feels like temperatures. Okay, so in the day planner, 80s for most of the morning. By the afternoon time, we're into the 90s. You can see 94, 95. We should be by 4 or 5 p.m. And there are the forecast high temperatures area wide. Expect anything from 88 in Galveston to, say, Columbus at 94 degrees. And again, it's going to feel like it's near 100 degrees there in Houston this afternoon for your feels like temperature. Your 7-day forecast tomorrow will be a little different, only in the shape of some cloud cover, and that's 10% chance of an isolated shower. It's not really till Thursday, Friday that we cool it down to average. The coolest day now, Friday at 88 degrees. A slight chance of rain enters frame on Thursday, 20%, but the best shot at showers will be Friday, 30% chance of that to happen at the end of the work week. The weekend arrives Saturday and Sunday. We got a slight chance of rain on Saturday, but otherwise the temperatures will start creeping back up at that point, and it will be a warm afternoon on the weekend forecast. That is your weather. Well, Tasha, I think we're tossing it back over to you.
All right.
For more.
Thank you, Jonathan. Yeah, it is warm. May and I, we went, I took her out and about. She has a little fake BMW car. So I took her out and about in the neighborhood. Yeah, you guys have to check my Instagram. She is probably the coolest almost 2-year-old you'll ever see.
You should take her to the track.
I should. I'm teaching her early. All right. In more serious news, let's talk health. A silent epidemic leading to preventable amputations called peripheral artery disease, and it affects 1 in 20 Americans over the age of 50. Well, joining us to tell us more about this silent condition and some signs to look out for, we have Dr. Jennifer Jones McMeans joining us. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So let's start off. What are the signs and symptoms of PAD?
Well, peripheral artery disease is a disease of the arteries outside of the heart. So the heart has what we call coronary arteries. The lower extremities have peripheral arteries, so think of in the legs. And what happens is these arteries can become clogged, narrowed with plaque. And when that happens, we have signs and symptoms. So we have symptoms such as leg pain that can persist, and actually it can happen, or it can be intermittent, and it can happen when we walk, when we're doing regular exercise, or some. And its most severe form, it actually can lead to development on legs and feet, and that's a problem.
So how many people are affected by this each year, and why isn't more attention brought to this?
Well, it's estimated that about 12 million Americans are living with this painful disease, but only about 10% are diagnosed. And if you think about it, about 70% of Americans don't understand the dire consequences of peripheral artery disease, and that it can lead to amputations, which is a problem because amputations is a really severe treatment for this disease. And over a 5-year period, about 50% of people who receive these amputations actually can die. So this is, kind of a call to action for awareness, because this is a disease that with awareness, with treatment, with even managing blood pressure and diabetes and not smoking can actually lower your risk of developing.
And this is really affecting Black and Hispanic communities. Can you tell me more about that?
Yes. So what we have seen is that African Americans, for example, are 2 times more likely to be diagnosed with the disease, 4 times more likely to receive an amputation. 1 in 5 Hispanics are more are to have the disease. But again, similar to what I said, is that when you think of these conditions, they all kind of travel together: heart disease, hypertension, blood, diabetes, and they're all modifiable. And so it's important that actually we as, humans, we can do the work to actually reduce our risk by, doing exercise, watching our diet, managing the chronic conditions that we have, so we lower our risk for peripheral artery disease.
So, doctor, where can we go for more information and to seek treatment options?
Well, Abbott actually has first of its kind a treatment option called a Esprit BTK, which is a dissolving stent that can treat below the knee for the severe form of peripheral artery disease. To find out more information, you can go to www.pad-info.com.
Well, thank you so much for your time and raising awareness about this. I really appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.
Have a great rest of your day. And stay tuned. We will have more Houston Happens after the break.
Welcome to the People's Court.
You're telling me he told you, why don't you drive around in 2 trucks registered in my name? You want me to believe that?
Yes, ma'am. People's Court, today at 1 on CW 39 Houston.
Starting at $3.99, you can get 1, make it a double, or go for 3 delicious patties. Go as big as you want with my Bonus Jack combo starting at $3.99. Now you can say you're loving it and actually mean it. At Jack, every bite's a big deal. Welcome to Jack in the Box.
Most car accidents happen at intersections like this. But if you've been injured, you're at another kind of crossroads. Can you trust the insurance company, or should you call a lawyer? If you want my advice, there's only one way to go. Call Terry Bryant. With nearly 40 years of experience, they've seen how insurance companies take advantage of people. And trust me, you don't want that to happen to you. You deserve justice. You deserve Terry Bryant. Call 713-973-8888.
You want to feel important. You want to be a part of something bigger, something that matters and can help change things.
You want to feel like you belong. We know. We felt that way too, and that's why we did something about it.
We aren't just Army National Guard soldiers.
We're normal people just like you.
And together, we can make a difference.
Take on your legacy. Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
Growing old is part of the journey, even when you have heart failure. But when he had shortness of breath, carpal tunnel syndrome, and lower back pain, we wondered, could these be warning signs of something bigger? Thank goodness we called his cardiologist, because these were signs of ATTR-CM, a rare and serious disease that gets worse over time. If you see any of the warning signs, don't wait. Ask your cardiologist about ATTR-CM today.
Hi, I'm Micah, and I still want to buy your house. When you call 713-565-5000, you're working with me, a Houstonian who's been buying houses for over 25 years. I make it easy with an as-is cash offer on your home within 24 hours. Whether it's a total fixer-upper or in perfect condition, when you sell to Micah, there are no fees, no commissions, no banks, and no repairs. Just call 713-565-5000 for a free, no-obligation offer 24 hours a day. That's 713-565-5000.
Not to name names, but most burger places don't even sell tacos. Meanwhile, I've got my new bacony $3 mummy wrapped monster taco and 2 original monster tacos for just $3. Take notes, Ronald. Oops, I named names.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
Phil Dunphy, yo.
Same family, new home.
Get your hands off of me.
No, make me.
Modern Family, weeknights at 11 and 11:30 on CW39 Houston.
All right, we're already at that halfway mark. It is nearly 9:27, and still to come, we continue to celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month. A Latin-owned West Virginia bakery is celebrating 5 years as a business. Coming up, we take a look at how the restaurant brings a taste of South America to the eastern state. That and more is headed your way. The second half hour of Houston Happens starts after the break.
Here's what you know. You were injured in a crash involving a big truck. But here's what you don't know. While you're trying to recover, the truck company is already taking steps that could hurt you and your family. Combing the crash site, talking to witnesses, coaching their drivers, trying to shift the blame away from them and onto you. And if that sounds bad, what comes next could be even worse. Let Terry Bryant protect you. Call 713-973-8888.
So I was on the highway, and I got caught between 2 cars, and I saw this big truck in the rear mirror. Came up, hit me from behind. I told my coworker, I said, hey, just got into an accident on the freeway. He said, hey, you need to call Jim Adler. I told him, I said, the Texas Hammer? He's like, the Texas Hammer. Jim Adler helped me get through a tough time with an accident, and I got taken care of.
Hit by a big truck, I'll take care of you too. I'm Jim Adler, and I'll make your life easier.
713-777-4000.
80% of people will endure back pain at some point in their life. But now you can do something about it. New Spine has your back, which is why we're offering a $19 new patient special. Your first visit includes a chiropractic exam, full spine adjustment, and hydrotherapy massage. We're open 6 days a week with extended hours. And the best part is, no appointment is necessary. You can just walk right in. Don't let back and neck pain prevent you from living your best life. Visit newspine.com to find the New Spine clinic closest to you and experience the relief you deserve.
You can't always predict the weather, but you can trust that Ken Insurance has you covered, rain or shine, and at great rates too.
Get your quick quote today at ken.com.
Get ready to have a new best day of your life.
Show me something. This is a sensational season on the CW.
Let the games begin!
Did you guys have a good birthday?
Mine.
It's cool.
No, this is cool.
Superman's house, hot day.
Show me something.
What happened to your sense of adventure?
Show me something.
Life's got a way of showing you what your next move's gonna be.
Party's on, Robin's hot, and the crowd is jumping. Let's have some fun! Show me something.
I'm Raven Smoke. Welcome to Scrabble.
Show me something.
Let the pursuit begin.
We are in
The crowd is absolutely deafening.
You and I are going to get along, Joe.
Show me something.
This girl isn't just a pretty face, she's a bad chick. There's something about a woman putting in your place.
Football is back. And it's caught!
Come back if you're bored.
Young Sheldon, tonight at 5:30 on CW 39 Houston.
Well, time now is 9:30. Thanks for joining us for the second half hour of Houston Happens. And on this motivational Monday, I'm so excited because Texas K through 12 educators will soon have the opportunity to bring their dream classroom to life through Furniture Maker KI's third annual National Classroom Furniture Giveaway and Design Competition. And joining us with more is Emily McGinnis, KI's K through 12, I should say, Education Market Manager. Thank you so much for waking up with us.
Thank you for having me.
This giveaway.
It is an opportunity for teachers, educators across the nation to win $40,000 worth of classroom furniture and improve their environment for students and themselves. And it's the third one, and we are so excited that it opens tomorrow.
So what made you all decide to do this?
Well, I am a teacher and former principal for 22 years in North Carolina. And so my heart and passion is for teachers. And I know the work they do and how much money they spend on their own. And so it's a chance for us to hear from these teachers and give them a voice and get, some nice things in their room that maybe they aren't able to have right now.
My best friend is a teacher, and she spends so much of her own money, and they don't make that much money. So this goes so far. Tell the teachers here in Texas, how can they enter to win?
Yes, so tomorrow is the opening day, and if they go to ki.com, our communications department has done a great job of putting all the directions right there on our website, ki.com, and it walks you through the whole process of designing the space using a classroom planner digital design capability, and then they answer some questions about what their plan is for that design. And on November 8th, we will choose our finalists, and then that's where the fun begins, because that's where the community gets behind this teacher and votes. So it's an exciting time.
Oh my gosh, you have to come back on when you have the finalists. In the past, has there been one finalist that really sticks out to you?
Well, we had a finalist in, it was about 5 hours for me, so I was able to drive to that reveal and just to see, it was in North Carolina, and just to see the look on those children's faces. And, they actually thought I personally brought the furniture to them, which clearly KI provided it. And just to see that excitement on the teacher's face, it was just an amazing experience.
They just sparkle, and you're making such a huge difference. Thank you so much for what you're doing. Again, tell everyone where they can go, because I know there's a lot of teachers out there that want to participate.
Go to ki.com, and it's on our opening page. You'll see about the giveaway contest. We have it on social media. Also, you'll see it on LinkedIn, Instagram, all over, and it walks you through the entire process. But if they have questions, it also has a place to troubleshoot.
It's because we want to rally behind our teachers here in the Lone Star State. Thank you. Have a great rest of your day. All right, teachers, don't you worry. We're going to have a link over on our website as well, CW39.com. Well, we're all about celebrating, right? It's still Hispanic Heritage Month, and over the weekend, Houston Commissioner Leslie Bryans celebrated Hispanic Heritage Month with the second annual Harris County Precinct 4 Festival. Festival. Families enjoyed a lively afternoon featuring mariachis, my favorite, delicious food trucks, face painting, and piñatas. The event also included an interactive workshop for the Bayland Park Master Plan with over 15 community partners present. Attendees accessed important resources like voter registration and health screenings. And as we continue to celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month, there is a bakery in West Virginia where you can find a taste of South America. The Nomada Bakery in Huntington just celebrated 5 years in business. That's where you can find a South American delicacy called the alfajor. I hope I said it right. It's a cookie sandwich made of shortbread and dulce de leche. The cookies are often dusted with powdered sugar or coated in chocolate. Sounds delicious, adding to their appeal. They have a rich history believed to have originated in the Middle East and later adapted by Spanish settlers. The bakery run by Ariel Barcenas, originally from Panama, but he discovered alfajores from living in Argentina.
In West Virginia, there's not much food diversity. Also, there's not just one country in Latin America. There are many different types of foods and so many different ways of using the same ingredients in each country. They have small differences. I really miss the things I ate when I was a child.
Well, they are beloved treats, often enjoyed with coffee. Oh, I would want these for breakfast. Or as a dessert and are a staple in many festive celebration. Each region has its own twist on the recipe, reflecting local ingredients and tastes. And stay tuned, I'm so excited because a historic landmark is opening its doors once again here in H-Town. Find out more after the break.
Coming up at 9 a.m., stick around for Houston Happens. Then at 10, watch the drama unfold with me on Karamo. This morning on CW39 Houston.
Would you buy a life insurance policy if you knew your rate increased every 5 years? What if $9.95 a month bought you less than $1,000 in protection? Sadly, many policies that seniors buy today fail to mention this in their advertisements. You could buy a policy that might not give you enough coverage when you need it the most. Call now to receive free information on the Senior Care Plan from Senior Life Insurance Company. The Senior Care Plan guarantees your rates cannot increase, your benefit will never decrease, there's no medical exam, and you will have lifetime coverage. You could qualify for up to $30,000 in whole life protection. With the Senior Care Plan, your coverage can start immediately, unlike other policies that don't give you full coverage for 2 years. By calling now, you'll lock in the lowest rate possible. Call now for your free information on the Senior Care Plan from Senior Life. You have no obligation. Call now.
The texter. The driver who just won't stop texting while on the road. Until he hits another driver. Unfortunately, Houston roads are filled with reckless drivers. But luckily, you are not alone. With over 60,000 happy clients and 50 years serving Houston, Attorney Steve Lee has your back. Call the leader. Talk to Attorney Steve Lee. 713-CALL-LEE.
TXU Energy is changing the energy game with Live Your Free, the first and only plan of its kind that automatically adapts each month to give you free energy when you use it most.
Having a plan that's made just for me changed everything.
Live Your Free adapts to your changing energy needs.
So I always get my biggest savings guaranteed.
Either every day,
every night,
or every weekend.
Which I can easily see in the TXU Energy app.
Those are savings you never have to choose.
Choosing's not really my thing.
TXU Energy. Energy for everything.
Don't wait till the lights go out to protect your family with a new Briggs & Stratton whole house generator from Power Solution Specialist. Briggs & Stratton generators were voted best overall by U.S. News World Report, and you can get one from locally owned and operated Power Solution Specialist. Power Solution Specialist has the industry's most comprehensive 10-year warranty with no money down financing. Live life uninterrupted with a generator from Power Solution Specialist.
so excited about this. The beloved River Oaks Theater, a cherished Houston landmark since 1939, will reopen its doors this Thursday. I cannot wait. We have a very special guest joining us with all of the details. Introduce yourself.
Hi, yes. My name is Rob Salcedo, and I'm the artistic director for the River Oaks Theater.
Oh my goodness. When it shut down, I was in tears. My mom and I have so many memories there. So tell us about the reopening.
Well, we're really excited to be reopening the doors for the theater this Thursday, October 3rd. We have a full slate of events scheduled for October, but it all kicks off on Thursday. We're showing the new Joker sequel. We've got screenings of In the Summers, this great Sundance-winning drama from a Houston producer. And we're just going to be showing a lot of great classic films, a lot of great new independent and art house films, in addition to great studio movies that people want to see. Plus, we're going to be set up for live events, such as concerts, comedians, magic shows, all kinds of great stuff at the River Oaks Theater.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about live events.
Yes.
This is incredible. So there's still some of the old, but there's some of the new. So tell us a little bit about the changes.
So we spent a lot of time in the last couple of years getting this theater ready for guests to come back into the doors. And so that means retrofitting the theater with state-of-the-art technology, a new screen, new projector, new audio equipment, but also lighting and sound to be able to do live events. And we've spent a lot of time curating a programming slate for October and beyond that's really going to give Houston audiences something that they can't get anywhere else. So it's that perfect mix of movies and live events and you know, things that are going to catch people by surprise, but bring them into the theater and, you know, give them a new home to watch films and events at.
Why do you think people are so connected to this theater?
You know, it's been a part of Houston history for 85 years. The theater actually celebrates its 85th anniversary on November 28th this year. So we're really excited to be timing this opening perfectly with this birthday celebration and to be bringing people back in. Everybody has a memory of seeing a movie at the River Oaks Theater, or you know, having this theater have an impact on the city, and it means so much to us at Culinary Concepts that we were able to be a part of bringing this theater back alive and into Houston with you know, all great kinds of new service like food at your table, so you don't have to go to the bar anymore if you want to order a popcorn or a glass of wine or a bottle of beer or a soda. In addition, we have a full menu of great entrees and appetizers and desserts. It's going to be a wonderful experience now.
And you know what I love is there's something about being there in the lobby. Everyone would chitter-chatter about the movie or talk about it, or in the ladies' room. There's something about this space. It's like a safe place for everyone to join and talk about what they saw.
That's one of our major goals, is for the River Oaks Theater to be a community hub for cinema and arts lovers across the city. We want people to come to this theater location and to be able to celebrate the things they're passionate about, which are the things that we're passionate about, which are movies and events.
And it's on West Gray, in case you didn't know. Tell everybody where they can get their tickets.
You can grab your tickets now at theriveroakstheater.com. That's theater with the R-E. And you have a full slate of events and films that are on sale now. Things are selling out, so grab your tickets soon.
All right, I'm going to log on for sure. I am so excited. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
And the doors are back open. I can smell the popcorn now. Are you still using real butter?
Oh, of course.
Okay, good.
Yes.
That was one of my things, too. They always use real butter, Jonathan.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if when you lived here before, if you ever went.
I did not. I mean, it was 14 years ago, too, so that's possible. And I would remember. So
yeah, you have to go.
I would remember theater. It's with the R-E, it's theater.
Yes.
It's more.
Theater.
Yeah, you need
yes,
to
it just is a vibe. Like, it's just a place you have to go.
Okay.
It's a great date night place, I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah. Well, give me a minute here. I gotta.
I'm going to set you up. Then we're going to set up the date. I got you.
The butter, by the way, I am that guy.
I'm that guy.
Just sits there like, can you please move? Because that's what the people are saying to me, because I'm just dumping so much butter on top.
Oh, yeah. I'm layer it. Don't just put it on the top. You better layer my butter, honey.
Yeah. I have to hold this in the entire weathercast. It's not easy to.
Well, I have some Spanx if you need it.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Sharing is caring, honey.
Yeah, I know, right? 79 right now in Houston. Humidity levels, well, they're up today. Look at this dew point here. I wanted to just point, if you remember last week, I want to point out we had, we saw the dew points dip down into the 50s. Okay, well, that's done with, and now we're seeing the humidity. It's come back this week. So unfortunately, I mean, this is not a good thing. It means that today's high temperatures in the 90s are going to feel like they're in the mid to upper 90s. Right now, again, we're at 79 in Houston, Cypress at 80 degrees already. Same in Baytown and in Dayton. And temperatures down in Galveston, also in the 80s right now. Now, down looking at the forecast for today for the Houston area, 95 degrees. It's going to feel like summer. The record for today is 95 degrees. So we don't want to break records or tie them, but unfortunately it looks like we might get close today, if not get right there at 95. Conroe, forecast high temperature today of 93. Same in Huntsville, Cold Spring at 91. And the radar scope, yeah, we're dry. There's no green on the screen. Our live sweep is heading around, showing us that. No echoes on the radar right now. But we look to tomorrow, and a little moisture moves in. We see a slight chance tomorrow in the eastern parts of southeast Texas for some rain. It would be very light and brief, if anything at all. Wednesday's dry. And then we have a better chance of rainfall Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Friday being the best of those days at 30%. And what will happen on those 3 days as well, maybe the better news, or the best news of all, is that we'll see the temperatures cool down to where we should be for this time of year, which is in the upper 80s in Houston. So today, hot and a little muggy in the afternoon. Tomorrow, more of that, and partly cloudy with a 10% chance of showers on Tuesday. And then Wednesday, we'll keep it dry. There's your Thursday forecast at 89 degrees, a slight risk of rain there, 20%, a little bit better on Friday at 30%. The weekend starts off a little warmer at 90 degrees, and that will continue on into Sunday. Both days, not bad for the weekend, just a slight chance on Saturday of an isolated shower. But today, boy, oh boy, it is going to be warm. 95 today is, again, if we hit 95, that's a record. And we hit 95 yesterday, by the way. And so we're getting back into, we don't need summer. Do you like, are you a summer, what's your favorite season?
So I'm from Colorado.
Oh, okay, well.
I loved fall, the changing of the leaves.
Mm-hmm.
But I also love springtime. But October is my favorite month because it's when my daughter was born.
There you go. So fall. So we're looking for the fall weather.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited. I was looking ahead because her birthday party is October 12th. Her birthday is October 13th.
Okay.
And it looks like it's going to be a beautiful day.
I think the temperatures by then, yeah, we'll start seeing some
no matter
moderation.
What, there's sunshine on that day because it's the day she was born.
Oh.
So yeah. That's going to be the perfect day. Now, we do have family photos this Saturday, so I don't need like a downpour. I'm glad it's a slight chance.
Should be okay. I think you'll be fine.
It's inside. I don't do outdoor family photos because you just never know. I'm like, Mama's not playing.
Yeah.
I'll pay more for the studio. Yeah. Yeah.
Smart. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I do. I have to control. Maybe I'm a control freak.
Well, it's okay, though.
It's okay.
You can be.
It's worth it.
It's your family. It's supposed to control them, right? No?
Have you ever worn those?
That's a terrible thing to say.
Have you ever worn those augmented reality glasses?
I have some of those, yeah.
You have
the
some?
VR, like a VR thing?
I don't have any.
Yeah, I've got the Oculus 2, I think it's called, the Oculus something like that.
I always look like a fool.
No, I look like a fool for sure.
Oh, okay. I'm glad I'm not alone.
No, that's sort of, you accept that as you go into that experience.
Oh, okay.
Just, you're going to be looking around while people are like, what is this guy? What's going on?
That's me.
Yeah.
Well, Meta, they actually unveiled their new augmented reality glasses.
That's the one.
Yeah, you'll have to look. And Disney Plus is cracking down on password sharing. Ugh. Here's Rich Jamira with today's Rich on Tech.
Here's what's happening in the tech world. Meta, the parent company of Facebook, has unveiled new augmented reality glasses they call Orion. The glasses have a thick rim to hold miniature electronics like cameras, microphones, and speakers. Users can see digital information and holographic content overlaid on the real world. The glasses also have Meta's AI assistant built in, which can explain what you're looking at. You can also make video calls through the glasses. Now, these are a prototype, and they could be years away from reality. One estimate says they cost about $10,000 a pair. But Meta believes tech like this will be a big replacement for the smartphone. Disney Plus has officially started its crackdown on password sharing. The company calls it paid sharing. You can now add one extra member outside your household for an extra $7 to $10 a month. Users already piggybacking on someone else's account can start their own and transfer all of their watch history and settings. You can still use your account while traveling, but you might need to verify your login with a one-time code. And Disney says they will use various methods to figure out if someone is streaming outside of your household. Netflix started its password sharing crackdown last summer, and it resulted in lots of new revenue and subscriptions for the company. Finally, a top tech YouTuber is getting some heat for his new app. Marquez Brownlee, better known as MKBHD, has nearly 20 million subscribers on YouTube. He's known for his high-quality tech review videos. This week, he launched an app called Panels, which lets you download wallpapers for your smartphone home screen from curated artists. The app costs $12 a month or $50 a year. The backlash was immediate, with many saying it costs too much, has too many ads, and asks for too many data permissions. MKBHD has acknowledged the criticism, saying he's working to address some of the concerns. I'm Rich DeMuro. That's Rich on Tech.
Are you looking to elevate your current cookware and houseware this fall? Well, mark your calendars. Friend of the show, lifestyle expert Cheryl Leahy has you covered as she joins us today to share more about Tramontina and their amazing warehouse sales starting October right in Sugarland. As always, it's a pleasure having you on, my friend, and this is a sale close to home.
It is, yeah, get ready for it. The Tramontina warehouse sale is here, y'all. So you can shop premium housewares, cookware, cutlery, and more at discounted prices. And it's not just a small discount. These are up to 70% off. My favorite kind of discount, right? This is their biggest and best warehouse sale ever. It's a premium shopping experience. So if you've gone in the past, it's even bigger and better this year. It has more space, more carts, and more comfort. And shoppers can see exclusive product demonstrations, plus register for on-site giveaways, which I love.
So when exactly is this happening? Because I need to mark my calendar.
Yeah, you got to get on this because the sale starts this weekend. It is Friday and Saturday, October 4th and 5th, and then it runs 2 additional weekends, but I would go this weekend. It goes also Friday and Saturday, October 11th and 12th, and Friday and Saturday, October 18th and 19th. And it's open each weekend on Fridays from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. and Saturdays 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. So you have plenty of hours to get all of your shopping in. And their warehouse, like you mentioned, it's located so close. It's in Sugarland, 1400 Gillum Lane.
Well, I definitely want to take my mom to this because tell us about the products. This is amazing cookware.
Yeah, it is. And I'm just going to give you a little background about the brand because I think it's so important. They were founded in 1911 in Brazil. Tramontina is an international brand with more than 110 years of high-end housewares manufacturing experience. So they know what they're doing. They have 8 factories in Brazil that produce cookware, cutlery, flatware, serveware, furniture, and more. So they are really known for their high standards in quality, innovation, and function. And Tramontina integrates the latest technology and expertise into these really affordably priced products and even more affordably priced at the sale for the kitchen and the home.
Oh my gosh, this is amazing. Is there anything that you have your eye on?
Gosh, you know, I really need some new knives. I have been working with these really old, outdated knives. And you know when knives are dull or kind of cheap, they're more likely to cut you, in my opinion. So this set right here, I've got my eye on this one. And other products available at the sale, if you don't need knives, you know, include cookware sets in open stock. And this includes these professional nonstick ceramic, which I'm a big fan of ceramic. Also enameled cast iron and more. And they'll also have stainless steel collection. I have a few stainless steel pieces here that really stand out for performance, durability, and elegance, and really competitive pricing. And I love this. If you can check this one out right here. Some collections come in a wide array of these fashion colors. You can see this gorgeous yellow. This is an all-in-one plus set. You can also get first-to-the-market collections that aren't even available in stores yet. And it's not just pots and pans. They'll also have cutlery, chafing dishes. So I use those for entertaining during the holidays. I set up a little buffet, kitchen utensils, trash cans, and everyday kitchen essentials. So it's ideal for the upcoming holidays and entertaining. I am buying all of these for gifts and gifts for myself.
I mean, I think we deserve a gift for ourselves. I believe we have a QR code. Let's show it. You can scan it to get all of the information. It is going down. I am so excited. As always, it was a pleasure having you on, my friend.
Thank you for having me, and happy shopping and happy cooking.
Yes, happy shopping, and I love a good sale.
I happened to be on the freeway, and someone ran me from the back. I called the police, and the police told me they had no one in that location. I went home, called Jim Allen and told him about my situation. The moment I called Jim Allen, I knew they had it. Knew they was gonna take care of me. Scale of 1 to 10, yeah, I'm a 10.
I'm Jim Adams, the Texas Hammer. I got your back. All of our clients are 10 out of 10.
713-777-4000.
We write page 1 of the next chapter.
NXT is moving to the CW.
Tuesday.
How cool is this?
The new era of NXT kicks off live from Chicago with special guest superstar CM Punk.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
Be there as a new chapter begins for NXT. CW premiere Tuesday at 8/7 Central on the CW.
Hi, we're House Buyers, Houston's trusted cash home buyer.
Do you have a home that's costing you time and money?
Do you have a manufactured or mobile home?
Or maybe inheritance of land that you don't know what to do with?
For years, we've been the quickest solution to selling your property as is.
No matter what it looks like, we'll take it with no repairs and no fees. Give us a call. We'd love to see your house.
And close when you're ready. It's that easy.
Call 832-510-3100.
That's 510-3100.
Sudden hurricanes can bring unexpected power outages, leaving you in the dark. Introducing the Jackery 2000 Plus and Transfer Switch. Simply flip the switch, and the Jackery Transfer Switch replaces the power grid with independent energy. And let the excitement continue. Due to its high output, the Jackery 2000 Plus ensures essential devices will remain powered on.
Hello? You gotta get your story straight. What an idiot. Get it through your noodle. Don't give a rat's behind. That's baloney.
A new era begins.
And I'm just getting started.
Judy Justice, today at 3 and 3:30 on CW 39 Houston.
We haven't had a chance to talk since you've been back.
I want to support you, but it's difficult when you're so far away.
Well, I'm leaving for Boston in a few days.
Is that what you really want?
Will it bother you not having a plan?
Life's got a way of showing you what your next move's gonna be.
What about your feelings for Cal? What feelings? Andrew and I make sense. You sure about that?
Sullivan's Crossing. Season premiere Wednesday at 8/7 Central on the CW.
Well, that's nearly a wrap on today's show. But before we go, here is a look at today's sponsored content. And time flies when you're having fun. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning. I'm taking the show on the road because we are getting ready for Orange October, the AL Wildcard Series. I'll be out at the Juice Box. I cannot wait for the Astros to play ball and hopefully dominate Detroit. So you definitely want to tune in for that. In the meantime, you can catch up on any of the guests today over on our website, CW39.com. Have a great start to your week. Bye for now, everybody. See you back here tomorrow morning.